Have you ever wondered what the actors in the hit comedy On the Buses 1969 to 1993 are like now? The series brought the audience laughter and became an unforgettable memory. Join us in exploring the current lives and careers of the stars who made it a success to see how they've changed over time. Don't miss a chance to see familiar faces and see how they've grown over the decades. Stephen Lewis played Inspector Cyril Blake when he was 43 years old in 1969. Blake is a strict inspector and always finds a way to catch bus drivers at fault. After filming, Stephen continued his acting career with many roles in Last of the Summer Wine and Old Dr. Bleaching. He also wrote and directed many theater productions. He lived a peaceful life and passed away in 2015 at 88. Before his death, he participated in many charity activities and was always loved by the audience thanks to his humor and acting talent.
You forced into fish and chips? Is that all?
Oh, that was my old man's supper, best place on the bone. I want it back.
Oh, well, I'll see what I can do for you. What bus were you on?
He was rather religious sort of fellow, you know. It wasn't bad, not nasty, but not a holy Joe, but good. And
Doris Hare played Mom in 1969 when she was 64. Mom is a gentle mother and always worries about her children. After filming, Doris continued her acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. She was also involved in many charity activities and was made a dam in 1975. Doris married John Fraser Roberts and had 2 children. After retiring, she lived in London and spent time taking care of her family. Sadly, Doris passed away in 2000 at 95 due to old age.
In the rush hour, you stack together like cattle.
Oh, yes, he's right, love. Packed like sardines, it's not decent. Well, only the other day a man tried to pinch me.
Tap shoes and the skirt. She said, "You'll have to keep still, Miss Sears, I can't get you." No, he said, I said, "Come on, get on there." I said, "Come on." And he said, so then...
Michael Schur played the manager in 1973 when he was 35 years old. The manager is a supporting character but leaves an impression with his seriousness and determination. After filming, Michael continued his acting career with many roles in films such as The Empire Strikes Back and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He married Rosalind Moyer and had 3 children. Michael is also a science fiction enthusiast and often participates in Doctor Who and Star Wars conventions. Sadly, he passed away in 2005 at 67 due to illness. Before his death, Michael wrote many books about his acting career and was loved by the audience.
2 men loafing about for...
Well, I was just...
I don't want to hear any more of your feeble excuses, Blake. No wonder the company's losing money. Hey, you! Get to work!
Yeah, come on, Blake.
Almost for Mr. Ronson Grange Hill. Al recognised, I should say. And,
Anna Karen played Olive Rudge in 1969 when she was 33 years old. Olive is a clumsy and naive woman who is often ridiculed by her husband and brother. After filming, Anna continued her acting career with prominent roles in EastEnders in the rag trade. She married actor Terry Duggan and lived happily until his death in 2008. Sadly, Anna passed away in 2022 at 85 due to a fire at her home. Before her death, she participated in charity and is always remembered for humor and kindness.
That sort of thing. So I decided to dye my hair, so I thought my career would change. And I got a carry-on film, and I met Barbara Windsor.
Reg Varney played Stan Butler in 1969 when he was 53 years old. Stan is a funny and cunning bus driver who always finds ways to avoid work and flirt with girls. After filming, Reg continued his acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. He also became the first person in the world to withdraw money from the ATM in 1967. Reg married Lillian Falwell and had 1 daughter. After retiring, he lived in Devon and spent time writing books and participating in charity activities. Sadly, Reg passed away in 2008 at 92 due to a stroke.
Lovely.
Great dance player,
Well, he's got the net, hasn't he? There's Edna over there, she's crying. What's wrong with her?
Listen, mate, don't get in.
Encore money. So that made your money up to 10 bob, which at the age of 14 it was very good.
Eutha Joyce played Jessie in 1973 when she was 46. Jessie is a supporting character but leaves an impression with her humor and charm. After filming, Uther continued her acting career and became one of the most famous British actresses, especially for a role as Mildred Roper in the series Men About the House and George and Mildred. She married actress Glyn Edwards, but their marriage ended in 1969. Uther had no children and devoted most of her time to acting career. Sadly, she passed away in 1980 at 53 due to hepatitis. Before her death, Uther left a deep impression in the hearts of the audience with her acting talent and humor. She is remembered as an icon of British TV and is always loved by the audience.
Oh, look, I've got my uniform, I've got my union card, I've got my ticket machine, I've got my medical certificate. If I stand around here much longer, I'll get pneumonia and all. Right, now which bastard...
No, you're not. Right, at this point, for reasons of deep embarrassment, we shall cease to talk about marriage and talk instead about the fact that you are, in fact, it's probably not known to many of the public, you're really very good.
John Lyons played Bert in 1971 when he was 28 years old. Bert is a supporting character, but leaves an impression with his humor and charm. After filming, John continued his acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. He stands out with his roles in The Touch of Frost and Doctors. John is married and has 2 children. Now at 78, he's still involved in art projects and lives with his family in London. John is also a sports enthusiast and often participates in football-related charity projects. He lives a peaceful life and always maintains humor and optimism in daily life.
The oil warning light's gone on.
Well, rev the engine up, it'll soon go out.
What's that?
When you're acting as you and I are now, you would have the imaginary fourth wall in which so the audience are there, but there's an imaginary fourth.
And you can hide.
Bob Grant played Jack Harper in 1969 when he was 37. Jack is a cunning bus driver and often finds ways to avoid work. After filming, Bob continued his acting career and scriptwriting career, but encountered many difficulties in his personal life. He was married 3 times and had 1 son. Sadly, Bob passed away in 2003 at 71 by suicide after a long struggle with depression. Before his death, he tried to return to theater and TV, but was not as successful as expected.
Planning it. Long looks like they're having it.
He's a brave bloke, you know, marrying the inspector's niece.
Yeah. Talk about the inspector's niece.
He's offered me a job which will tide me through. He's also asked me to direct and write his pantomime next year in Leicester, so I've got something.
So things aren't so...
Ursula Mohan played Joyce in 1969 when she was 23 years old. Joyce is a supporting character but leaves an impression with her charm and humor. After filming, Ursula continued her acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. She is married to actor David Simon and has 2 children. Now at 78, she still participates in art projects and lives with her family in London. She is also a literature lover and has written many articles on art culture. She also often participates in charity and is a devoted mother and grandmother.
I work the radio in the cab night if you like.
Yeah, all right then, coming, Joyce?
You're joking. I think I'll stay here. I'll go inside with Jack.
I immediately felt really self-conscious because I thought I had made such a fool of myself when I did my first television, because at my...
Michael Robbins played Arthur Rudge in 1969 when he was 39. Arthur is Olive's husband, a grumbling man who is always in trouble. After filming, Michael continued his acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. He was married to actress Hal Dyer and has 2 children. Michael was also involved in many charity activities and was made MBE in 1987. Sadly, he passed away in 1992 at 62 from prostate cancer.
I was merely being polite. It's a nice change to have someone well-bred in the house.
You never opened the door for...
Sandra Bryant played Sandra when she was 28 years old in 1973. Sandra is a supporting character but leaves an impression with her charm and humor. After filming, Sandra continued her acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. She stands out with the roles in Coronation Street and Doctor Who. She was married and had a son. Now at 78, she is retired and lives a peaceful life in Edgware, Middlesex. She is also involved in charity and is a devoted mother and grandmother. She often participated in community events and shares her acting experiences with the younger generation.
Oh, Sandra's right, Jack. Everything he says comes true. What's yours?
Libra. You will be faced with an important decision regarding the opposite sex.
Cicely Cornish played Mom in 1969 when she was 76 years old. Mom is a gentle mother and always worries about her children. After filming, Cicely continued her acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. She also participated in many charity activities and was awarded the title of Dame in 1972. Cicely married Jack Hobart and lived happily until his death in 1978. Sadly, she passed away in 1980 at 87 due to old age.
Now, look here, Stan, you're gone right through the soul again.
Mum, I can't help that. It's the brake pedal that does it.
Well, you shouldn't press it down so hard.
Pat Ashton played Doreen in 1971 when she was 40 years old. Doreen is a supporting character but leaves an impression with her charm and humor. After filming, Pat continued her acting career with many roles in other films and TV shows. She stands out for her roles in The Benny Hill Show and Minder. Pat is married to Jeff Godwin and has 2 children. Sadly, she passed away in 2013 at 82. Before her death, she participated in many charity activities and is remembered for her kindness and humor. She lived a peaceful life in Norfolk and always maintained optimism in her life.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, look, I'll clear all these dirty crocks off the table.
And what do you think I'm going to do on the kitchen table? If you don't mind, I prefer...
Who is your favorite character in On the Buses, and what do you think when some actors have passed away? Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you.